welcome Matt McClure!
Hello everyone. Happy Thursday night. That was my first joke. So a lot of people when they first meet me, they ask me, are you in finance or accounting? That's because I am. And I'm actually a financial advisor. And when I tell people I'm a financial advisor, they usually think that I'm just a scummy insurance salesman. So I tell them I have my own financial consulting business, which would be kind of like if you asked a stripper, what do you do? And she said, I'm the director of performance arts at the Bada Bing Entertainment Center. So yeah, as a financial advisor, I'm self-employed. I really like working for myself, but the weirdest part is giving myself a quarterly performance review. I always get a great score when it comes to listening to the boss, being a good communicator, and being on the same page. But then I have to discipline my employees sometimes because he comes to the office and he takes a 30-minute bathroom break as soon as he gets there. Then I have to talk to my assistant because he spends way too much money on the company credit card. I just sit him down the other day. I was like, Matthew, spending that much money on Good Friday on whiskey and whores is not okay. So then, I have to let my tax guy that this was a business expense. It's tough. So then the next day, after having put myself on probation, I have to, I'm a sales manager though, so I have to promote office morale and future productivity. So I'll just throw myself surprise pizza parties, buy myself ice cream for lunch. But it's kind of stressful doing all this, and how hard it is to be successfully self-employed with me as an employee? I've had to fire myself almost a lot of times. And last time, we had an HR issue for sexually harassing myself while working from the home office. Those people work from home too. So, as when I tell people I'm self-employed, I notice that people either think I'm rich or I'm totally broke. I found this out because when I go on dates, they usually go well about 50% of the time. And it's always the girls that think I'm broke, because every girl likes a product. So I make sure to tell them that I got fired recently. I have a lot of awkward conversations sometimes because people say I don't know how to show emotion or I'm too monotone. So, like the other day, my sister, she's been trying to get a job for months. She was like, Matthew, I finally got the job I've been looking for 3 months, training the whales at SeaWorld. I was like, that sounds fun. I'm not really sure how to react. It's like in my head it sounds good, but then when it comes out, it's kind of just like a combination of Eeyore and Neo from the Matrix. Just to show you guys that I can show emotion, and I am animated, I'm going to show you what it looks like, me having sex. Alright, ready? How was that? Did I perform satisfactory? So yeah. My other joke is about dating. I went on a date recently, and had a great time. She was actually asking me a lot of questions, and I had a great time talking about myself. But at the end, it just didn't quite feel right. And that's because there's an inverse relationship between how much a man talks and how interested the woman is in it. Like, if I talk 70% of the time, she only talks 30% of the time, on a scale of 1 to 10 of attractiveness, she's going to think I'm like a 3. But if I talk 20% of the time, she talks 80, she'll think I'm like an 8. So that's why I developed this, signed up for this word counting app. It just shows who's talking, how much, and when. It's like, right now, I'm talking 97% of the time. So this is going terrible. That's when, that really got me thinking though, going on a date is kind of like, you want to let them do most of the talking. And it's kind of like talking to the police, because you want to let them do most of the talking, because anything you say can and will be held against you. You can't say nothing though, you know, you gotta say just enough to not be a weirdo. But yeah, kind of a nerdy looking white guy, and but I'm not one of those nerdy guys that's like into coding, watches a lot of anime, or plays Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like a nerdy guy that in order to understand social interactions, I have to break them down into a spreadsheet. I'm also a really good dancer, I think, when I'm on ecstasy. When I make sure when I go on dates that I created a spreadsheet, make sure it goes well. She's talking enough. I have a list of foolproof questions and responses. So most interactions, right? Like when you first start talking, I'm gonna turn on this one. Is you have some small talking back and forth, maybe talking like 50% of the time. But I need her to talk more, right? So she's into me. So I'll ask her, some really tough questions to get her talking more, like, how was your day? Because that's, an hour or two for most people. She thinks I care. But if she's talking a lot, right? Some people just keep going. She's talking like 95% of the time, and it's like too much. Then I'll just interject. I'll lean back in my chair, open up my legs, and start mansplaining how soccer is the most important sport in the world. But sometimes like the date's not going that well. She's not talking much. I'm not talking much. So someone's got to end it. So I'll bust out my list of dad jokes and just start telling them. Here's a couple for you guys right now. So, what do you call a Viking with 4 legs? A Great Dane. This one's a doozy. So, have you ever noticed how lemons, like citrus, we use the most, but we eat the least? Like something that you give a squeeze to use, but you never take a full bite. Kind of like boobs. Unless they're fake. But my last joke that always, ends the day is, I'm a sales manager, right? So he always trains me that it's better to under-promise and over-deliver, unless you're having a baby. Right, what do you guys think about it? It's better to under-promise and over-deliver, unless you have chlamydia. Okay, I think that was the herpes. But that's my time.